All right. Another feature that I want to show you in Canvas is the navigation bar. When I talk about the navigation bar, I'm actually referring to, on the left over here, all of these buttons. Okay, by default, they're all on. Well, if you notice, I have announcements right here that has a gray eyeball with the slash to it. And basically what that means is your students aren't going to be able to see that. And really, in my course, the reason why they can't see that is because I don't have anything in announcements. If I were to actually create an announcement, it would be visible to them as well. But there's a lot of things on here you don't necessarily want your kids to be able to click on, or things that they don't necessarily need to be able to see. For example, files. If you upload all your worksheets into files, they're PDFs or something along those lines, and you have this button visible to students, they'll actually be able to click on that button and see all the assignments that maybe you don't want them to see yet. And maybe you don't care. Either way, I'm going to show you how to hide that button. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to Settings. And right underneath here, we have a button, or a tab rather, called Navigation. Well, if we click on that, it'll give us all of our options right underneath here, okay? So, and these are you can drag and drop them to edit your course navigation. What I mean by that is we can grab it and drag it down here to the bottom if we don't want the kids to be able to see it. Or you can also click on these three little dots here and come to Disable, and it'll move down to the bottom. So I don't have any collaboration, so my kids don't need to see that. We're not doing conferences using Canvas conferences, so I can get rid of that. I do have things in modules, so I want them to be able to see modules. Quizzes, I actually don't want them to see quizzes because whenever I create a quiz, I put it in my module. So there's really no need for them to click on quizzes to get to one. So I'm going to go ahead and disable that. Outcomes, they don't need to see that. Syllabus, nope. Files, I definitely don't want them to be able to see that. Pages, I don't need them to be able to see that either because I've controlled all of how to get to pages and things from my modules or another home page. People, I don't need them being able to see who's in the class. They can see grades, discussions. I am gonna have a discussion post, so I'm gonna leave that there. Assignments, I'm actually gonna get rid of assignments also because I post all my assignments in modules. So again, there's really no need for them to be able to click on that button and see everything that I've had all year. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave announcements on there as well, just in case that I create an announcement. Now, don't forget, once you have all these things set up the way you want, you need to go down here and hit the Save button. Now, if you notice, I have these little gray marked out eyeballs on all of these buttons over here because my kids can no longer see them. So I'm going to go ahead and test it. I'm going to click on Student View. Excellent. Now, if you notice, I have very few things right over here, and that's really all I want them to be able to get to. The Home button takes them right to my modules, has all their assignments inside there, and the quizzes that I want them to do. There's no need for those extra buttons. It'll save on some confusion and just make navigation a little bit easier for your kids. All right. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'll help you out.